Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another couch video. Women are turned on visually. Now, I don't know how many times I had to say it, but you always get some people, they can't get it. And, it's for the most part because we live in a culture that says women aren't visual. I'm going to tell y'all something about women, yo. Like a lot of people call themselves red pill and stuff. They're not. Understand something. And this is a big thing with women. They don't tell you what they really do. They'll straight up lie as a group. Now y'all know I don't go in on women on this channel, but we gotta be real with them. They ain't gonna tell you what they do. They'll say everything. They'll say, you ask them if it's looks or personality, and they'll say, oh no, it's personality. It's personality. Oh no, it's about how funny he is and all of that. Ladies, please. Ladies, please, come on. Because then you get those same women in private and they think you ain't going to judge them and they going to be straight up with you. They tell you straight up what's up. Now, I'm going to tell you something now. I was raised up around some diesel women. Shout out Master Teacher BGS. He talks about the diesels because he outside the octanes. These are sex workers. If you cool with them, they'll tell you what's up. Because anybody who's been around them or that type, they don't give you any bullshit if you cool with them. If you nothing but a mark to them or a lick, whatever term, or a trick, whatever term you want to use, they'll tell you whatever you want to hear. And see, women in general, they know men can't handle it, so they keep it to themselves. But if you get some women, like if you cool with some women, they'll tell you what women talk about privately. And this shit kind of nasty. I ain't gonna lie. They into it. They into it. That's how I know what I know. I figured out how to get women comfortable around me. They tell me, and then I turn it against them. In fact, that's what the pimps do. All the pimps do is know the woman's game and like just flip it on its head. And the biggest thing is that they're visual. Now, a couple days ago, I released a on-demand video called 3 Seconds. And it's telling you how to win that woman or get her attention before you even say a word to her. And in fact, Cousin T-Tall's book, the Seduction Scriptures, he talks about that in there. Y'all need to check it out. There's a link in the description box for that, as well as for the recent video, the recent podcast I did called 3 Seconds, right? But it's bigger than that because, I know some people, they're going to argue anyway. And see, here's a problem with someone arguing with me or fighting it. They always do it on their feelings and they say, oh, it's just your opinion. I've said this before. I'm an academic. I have 2 degrees after my name. Yeah, keep pushing it. I will bring out my diplomas. I still got them framed. So it's like, and one of the main things I learned was research. And then, just in my, as I was, college and graduate career, did a lot of term papers. So I can find backup for anything. I specifically learned how to argue points, graduate level. So if y'all doubt anything, I'm saying, dox me. But anyway, right? Also in the description box is a link to an article. And it was called Erotic Images Elicit Strong Response from Brain. Right? And it was basically something, it was done back in, I think that was 2004, 2006. Escaping me now, but the link is in the description box. You can read about the study where women were linked up to some electrodes. And they were shown several images, including some erotic images, and their brains actually responded a certain way to those images. All right? To those images. And this is science. Go check it out. And, getting back to the other side of it, just, from research and everything and listening to women or really, you can just go on YouTube. You got videos, especially of this one person. Connor Murphy. I'm going to put his link. I'm going to have a lot of links into the description box. I'm going to put his page on there. Connor Murphy. He's driving these women crazy just off his physical appearance. See, understand something, right? Women, when they look at a guy, right? Look at a guy. On a subconscious level, they're looking at him for two things. And I've said this 1,000 times. I'm going to say it more until I hit it. I'm that type. I'm sledgehammer to take out a fly. Because I'm trying to help y'all out here. All right? This ain't for Rom. If you want to keep getting like raped in divorce court, if you want to keep getting played, keep having your women cheat on you, or even worse, even ignoring you, laughing at you, playing you, emptying your bank account, ignore everything I'm saying. I'm telling you how to win in this game. Look, the thing with them is when they look at a man, there's always a physical thing because first, now the other stuff come in there. Let's be clear. The other stuff come in there. But the primary thing is first how you look. Can you father a child for them? And they still got that instinct even after menopause. And two, do you look like somebody who can go out there and get resources? Not whether you can actually get them. Do you look like somebody who can work? You know, those two things. Right? That's the thing that turns them on. All that other stuff is just extra. I'm just going to be real with you. All the other stuff is extra. If that's not there, boom. All right? If that's not there. And, you know, let's be real with it. Let's be real. You know, this ain't something that, you know, I just studied and all of that. Yeah, I can do the academic stuff. But look, I'm going to just be real with you. I dealt with a lot of women. And they didn't say, you know what? I'm going to tell you what. There were women who dealt with me. They didn't know my academic background. They were throwing it at me. They didn't know what I did for a living. You know, they said most women. In fact, I can't even think of a woman who dealt with me because of my social standing and status, whatever, money. Hell, I've had women they paid for the dates. I've had women hand me, you know, get me gifts. Shit, I had one woman, she bought something for my sister. I mean, seriously. But what it was, and they always said it, it was like they always made a reference to some physical thing on me. Like my eyes, my body build, or whatever. A few weeks ago, I think it was back in early March. I think that's when it was. You know, yeah, early March, late February, one of the two. You know, I did a video, me and a young lady in the video, right? And the specific young lady, you know, this couple be, oh yeah, because he got money. That wasn't money. That wasn't money or anything. She specifically said she liked, when she met me in person, like my eyes, I was taller than she thought, in the muscles. So those things, it was a physical thing. That's always been my thing. The physical thing. Like some people would ask, well, Rom, how'd you do this? And they would think, oh, did you use this line? Did you do this? No, I rarely approach. I'm actually quiet when I'm out in public. But all I would do is just pick up on who's looking me up and down and how they looking and what body parts they looking at. Like when I'm out, a lot of women look right here. They're talking to me. I'll be like, you know, my eyes up here, girl. You know, and then definitely looking me in the eyes. I've had some women, especially, they see me from a distance, they be so and then get right up on me and actually sigh if they saw my eyes. Because what commonly women say is I got eyes that look like they're looking right through them. So, I mean, boom. So it's like, and that's always been the thing, the physical thing first. They get turned on physically. They get turned on physically first. And then after that, it's really just, your mouthpiece is really just negotiation, making something happen. But you can't skip over that. You can't pretend like it don't happen. And if you take an honest look at the men who are getting multiple women, an honest look at them, they closer to that alpha showpiece thing or male model thing. You know? And some of them, a lot of them don't even have money like that. Now, I've always said, yeah, there's some select guys who, well, most select guys got money or something. But the primary thing that got the woman even pay attention to them was how they look. You know, that's a big thing. And shoot, how they look, the visual presentation. That's most of it right there. And it's of course some people they still gonna have problems and stuff. But tell me something: are they winning? The guys who don't have that, because even when you see them, you gotta ask, okay, what was it? Because yes, I'm gonna tell you what, women get with some guys. Of course, they get with some guys who don't have those things. They might be out of shape or something. But you gotta watch that though. There's always something more. Like I knew this woman, right? She was tall, model like. I remember she was sweet. She was sweet. But she was married to a guy, and this guy wasn't making that much money. She was making her own money. And he was, by her own, she said he was short and fat. Right? And at first I thought, oh yeah, this is just when I really started learning some shit. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. That woman was a lesbian. She was bisexual. One of my boys saw her slobbering down a woman in a club. That guy was a beard. See, even when you see stuff, always question. Always question. Because, see, I'm going to tell you what. I told you, I'm a researcher. When I started doing all this, in fact, recently, and I'm going to link that too. I'm going to be linking a lot of stuff. It's going to be a lot of links. I did a player questionnaire. I did a video for that talking about the results. And that was recent. And that's like the third one I've done. And every now and then somebody see that video and hit me up and say, hey, can I get that questionnaire? All right. So I got that. Also doing what is officially in the form of sociology, through which classes I had at St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia and learned a lot, all A's. Qualitative research. That means you're going out in the field. And this is one thing I found. Here's the thing. I didn't really talk to guys about a lot of stuff. Let me say that again. I talked to some guys. But as far as what women actually do, oh shoot. I got surveys upon surveys, and not just mine, but other people working in there. Because I was working with this one dude. He had a survey that appeared in Essence magazine in the mid-90s. Well, late 90s. And these women were telling him a whole bunch of stuff. I read because I was helping them give him out, helping go through it. And then another work with somebody else who was doing surveys. And I've actually done some stuff, collaborated with some PhDs and stuff in relationships. Because it was actually, I was actually invited to an academic conference focused exclusively on relationships. And did a couple panels with PhDs. Oh, and just for the record, they didn't have an issue with my credentials. So, but they were looking into some serious stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, they questioned me. I was essentially defending my thesis. And they were like, okay, well, what type of research you did? So I had to say, okay, did this research, talk to these people and all of that. And I'm saying that to say, this stuff I'm saying is coming from women themselves. This stuff I'm saying is coming from women themselves. Like, they don't say it publicly, but you get them behind closed doors, and especially I've talked to other academics, like PhDs, people studying this level, even some therapists. And that physical thing, that visual thing is there. Now, guys got to just get over that. Don't get mad. Shit, use it to your advantage. Think about something. Why don't you think about something? You could be that type of guy. Think about how hard you work. Okay, yeah, you got a college degree. You got money. You got a house. You got a car and everything, right? And you got all this stuff, right? And even if you got that, even if the woman shows some interest in you, usually it's to divest you of that stuff. There's a lot, trust me. And if y'all look at some of the earlier videos that I've done, like the few times I got anything negative to say about women, I'm telling you they game. A lot of women out here on some acculturated prostitution. They trying to use a man. So that's what they even looking at that man for. When you see that, and they don't have, and a lot of women don't have a physical attraction for the man they with, but he has some other stuff. What they do, that dual mating strategy. They'll get that guy, use his resources, and then bone that young boy in the neighborhood. You know, so it's right there. So like, understand that, just understand that. And even like I was gonna say about the players, a lot of women identified the guys. A lot of guys, I find there was so many dudes who had get multiple women, they didn't tell me. I've been in several social circles, several social circles where it'd be like, I just had the ability to get women comfortable around me where they talk freely, and they'll be talking about some guys. Like, they be on a deeper level in some social circles. And check out Cousin T-Tall's video. Oh man, that's another one. I'm gonna put that link in. Cousin T-Tall's video on the Office Fuck File. They knowingly passing that dude around. These the women now. They saying it's coming from them. And have y'all noticed something? Have y'all noticed one thing? Like, when I talk about body game and all that stuff, I've never had a woman like dispute it. So anyway, though, and I'm gonna just be clear though. This ain't against anybody in particular, but I've seen too many dudes out here burned. Like, burned. Right? I've seen too many dudes. I've seen too many dudes get used by women. Right? Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be straight up. In my younger days, I was that side dude so many times, I had to stop it. It got to the point women were lying to me. They were lying to me about what they were, or they'll tell me like afterwards, or something say later, and I'll say, well, how come you didn't tell me at first? He said you wouldn't want to deal with it. That's how deep it is. And I'm just saying, look, I'm telling y'all the real deal. Get over your feelings in this. Because once you know the real deal, the truth, then you can operate effectively. Then you know how to deal with who you're dealing with. Right? And remember what I was saying about that, you can have all that stuff. What's easier? Building all this stuff, working hard, busting your ass, or just having a gym membership and boom. Or doing something. Having a gym membership and a nice smile. Which one is fucking easier? Which one is easier? All right? So you ask yourself that. And which one gives you more power? Because a lot of guys want some powerful woman, but honestly, money don't do it unless that woman is like very pitiful, mentally ill, poor. If that's what you want, that low level, but you talking about a high level woman, who got her own house, who got her own car, so that shit don't even mean anything to her. But that same woman, she will submit to a guy who turns her on physically. I've seen it happen. Shit, that's gigolo game right there. So anyway, that's all I got for today, y'all. Y'all know who y'all dealing with. Oh, keep this up, y'all. Keep this up. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all. Have a good weekend. Peace.